Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to this week's vlog, which is a very real week in the life. I'm taking you through everything that we do. It's so real because I'm sitting here in my dressing gown to record this, to remind myself to record everything that you do. And it's super real because the house next door is building. So come with us and we'll see what our real Frugal Fun Mum gets up to in a week. Let's go. So I can tell you right now that I sat here at my computer from 10 till 12 and that was exactly the plan because I was just kind of chilling to YouTube videos and just doing hardly anything, zoning out because I was about to have a very full-on day with some people and I just really needed to make sure that mentally I was put together. So I did nothing. So then I could be with it for the rest of the day. So I had to take my mum to an appointment. We spent so much time waiting, it was just ridiculous. And then we got home in the afternoon late, and then the cat from next door is visiting our yard again. And then I had some more driving to do, and I will talk about that when I get back. Hey everyone, it's Monday afternoon. I've just gotten home. Oh my gosh, I've done so much driving today. I'm exhausted. I still have Zumba tonight as well, so yeah, so I had to drive to my mum's house, pick her up, bring her pretty much all the way back here to do an appointment that we had to be there at 1:40. So I had to leave home at 12 to go and get her and then bring her back. And then we're there at 1:40 for the appointment and the doctor is not. They're like, just have a seat. I'm like, okay, we don't know that time. Just have a seat. Be with you shortly. Okay, great. Waiting. 2 o'clock hits. I'm there like, oh my gosh, I know that specialists run late, but this is just starting to get a little bit crazy. And then at 2:05, a very tall, lanky guy runs up the stairs and darts down the corridor, and I said to Mum, oh, I hope that's not your specialist. Can't be here because he's out for his lunchtime run. And then 10 minutes later he walks back in his good shirt and pants, calls my mum and calls her by her legal name. Which I just start laughing. She hates her legal name. She's like, shut up, you. I start laughing. In 7 minutes, she's back, standing in front of me, goes, let's go. He literally went, you look good, blah, blah, blah. Unless you feel there's an issue or your doctor thinks there's an issue, then I'm not concerned. But thanks for coming to check in. At least this is a benchmark for $116 that cost. I feel like saying, can we have a discount? Because we were here at 1:40 for our appointment and you didn't see us until like 2:15, and then in 7 minutes we're out again. Like, I'm in the wrong job. Seriously, like, oh my gosh, just crazy. And then she was going to stay with me for a few hours and then come to Zumba because she knows some people there to say hello. I said, you're not going to Zumba, are you? She said, no, I'm just going to sit there and watch. I'm like, okay. She can Zumba. She probably would get up for a song or two, but I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I was going to drive her home, which would have just really been a super long day because driving really late at night, oh, it's exhausting. But then one of the people messaged to say she's not coming today because she's hurt her foot. And my mum's like, great. But because the lady didn't know my mum was coming to visit her. So I said to her at like 3 o'clock, well, I can take you home now. And then I can get back. And she's like, oh, we could do it later. I'm like, no, we could do it now. I've got time now. It's 3 o'clock. If I take you now, I can drive you there and I can get back for Zumba because I need to go. Because Monday afternoon, all I was planning on doing is garden stuff. And it's really hard to just leave your parents sitting in your lounge room while you go and do other stuff Yeah, I'm just not the type of person to sit there and do nothing. So I would rather drive, and yeah. So then I also had a little look at Bunnings on the way home because I was like, I've got 5 minutes. Gotta have a look. Yeah. And so now I'm just going in to hopefully get some dinner ready, because I'm trying to clean the kitchen as well. It's crazy. I don't know if I set the camera up, because it takes me so long to set things up then rather than just do it, and I'm under the pump because I've got something else. I have to finish putting together one of my song list things, because I'm having issues with that, and with the cloud, and the music's not downloading, and yeah, it's just, I'm beyond confused about what is going on. So I'm using Apple Music. Yeah. Anyway, get some dinner ready, also go to Zumba, and then we will see where we end up. Let's go. So Monday evening, I've just hung up from you and I got dinner ready, went to Zumba, came home and chilled. So it didn't look like I did a lot, but everything took massive time. And it's really hard to stop and keep recording stuff all the time. So yeah, that's what happened. Tuesday morning is here, and I got up at 10, set up my computer for an hour, and then I decided to come out and be in the garden. I got dressed ready for Zumba just in case I ran late. So that was there, went to Zumba, and then on the way home went to Foodland, because they sometimes have the oat milk on special that they don't advertise, so it's well worth checking out there. They also have this amazing Scrub Daddy range, so I have a look just because it makes my heart sing just to look. I check out the clearance section as well. I did pick up a couple of things that you'll see coming up later on. Then went to Woolworths because I also want to check out the clearance things. I'm not actively going to be collecting the cards this campaign. If I get some, brilliant, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, unlike other years. And then there was a little hardware store with a garden section, so I stopped in and had a little look at that. By the time I got home, because I'm a shopaholic. Actually, I'm a window looker as well. I decided to get lunch because it's 4 o'clock and I hadn't really eaten. I had noticed some people have had toast and things like that, so that was really good. But I did make myself some lunch, and then I got for the children an afternoon snack for the cabana, because I got that marked down and just got some cheese and some dip, and so that was good. I knew that would tide them over. Before dinner, I went out to the garden again for like another hour, and yeah, I'm still in my Zumba clothes from this afternoon, but my top anyway. I changed out of this into my pants for Zumba and then got home. So these black track pants and black jumper are my gardening clothes for now, and I will wash them on the weekend. And yes, that way I can keep the majority of my clothes clean and just have these here. I probably spent a little bit too much time in the garden because I was absolutely exhausted by the time I finished, and then I had to get dinner ready super quick and I was under the pump because I really like to get dinner done before I leave for Zumba, otherwise I feel guilty. Also, it's because I'm super controlling over portion sizes and things, and like to make sure dinner's plated up. So also I have video footage to go, this is what we ate for the week, so there's rhyme and logic to everything. I went to Zumba, and after that I spent time trying to work out this TikTok dance thing. Yeah, I don't know why. There's no point, because also I can't even put it up because I'm a business account on TikTok, so I can't use the music commercially or something. Anyway, I went to Woolworths and did a little bit of a markdown shopping. When I came home, I then finished my dinner because I didn't get to eat it all before I left. I sometimes don't eat very close to Zumba class if I can help it. Then I had to spend time cleaning up the kitchen. So loving. I got some new cordless headphones. They're mine now. I don't have to borrow from my son, so that's really good. So yes, you can enjoy some cleaning. It is 10:30 at this point in time, and I think exhausted doesn't even start to begin. But of course, we need to meal prep these things, otherwise future me is going to be pretty upset with past me. So we need to pull apart all the chicken, cut up all the meat, do all this. Also, we need to record all of this so then we can put up a meal prep video for you guys. See, there's always things happening. Wednesday's here and we are off to Zumba, and it was really good to see everyone again. And then on the way home, I accidentally fell into Bunnings. Like, yeah, hello. But I needed more soil, what could I say? And then we got home, we decided to have breakfast and coffee. I haven't been drinking coffee first thing on a Wednesday. I've been waiting till I get home. So it's breakfast time now at 12 o'clock. I can tell you though, I still sat at the computer for like another hour. Oh, no motivation to move today. I did have to go though, rescue our bin from across the road. The neighbours said they weren't putting out their green bin this week, so they said I could put mine there for collection. So that was really good because I really need it for the garden. And then next door, the builders are back, but their radio is really weird. So I've got my own tunes so I can be out there in the garden doing my own thing. I spent a good 2 hours in the garden, and boy, will I be sore tomorrow because of it. Then I realised I'm hungry, and then realised I haven't had lunch because, you know, we only had breakfast at 12. So we got to go inside and have lunch with the roast beef that we got from clearance last night. And then my daughter reminded me that I promised her I would take her to the shops to get her some shoes because her arch in her foot she's been having issues with, and we were going to get orthotics, but it was just so expensive. So I thought, let's just get you a pair of really good fitting runners. And she got a black pair of Sauconys, and they look really good and they give her really good support. So I'm really happy. The Athletes Foot always take care of me when I go there. I've been getting my shoes there for 10 years since I've been teaching Zumba. I absolutely love it. So I'm so happy that we were able to get her some to look after her feet. So when I got home, I was back to the garden because I need to be there. And I'm really happy with the progress that we've got so far. Slow and steady wins the race, but we are getting there. So it's good. And of course, I'm able to do lots of recording as well for a future video for you guys, which you will see on Saturdays. At the moment, I'm uploading our garden updates. Of course, as I've mentioned probably in other videos, this is better than a gym workout. Lots of squats, lots of bending, lots of physical lifting. I would rather spend hours in the garden doing this than go to the gym for 1 hour for dedicated weights. I find that boring, but gardening, you're kind of moving around, you're outdoors, you're doing things. So yeah, it's good for us. It's good for me. There is no us. There is just me, myself, and I am one person. Oh my gosh, seriously. Yeah, anyway. But I got a lot done in the garden today, so I'm really happy with that. And I got the plants that I got from Bunnings the other day, so I'm going to plant those because I need to make sure that I actually do plant things that I buy. They don't just sit in their punnets and die. So I can tell you that I gardened right up until 5 o'clock. Again, absolutely exhausted, but again, totally worth it. Came inside and got dinner ready. And then in the evening, I just cleaned up the kitchen. I've really been trying to keep on top of this lately and do a little bit every single night. So then by the time the weekends come, I have a clean kitchen ready to do baking or whatever I want to do. Thursday is here and we are off to Zumba with my coffee. Hooray! We have a massive drive ahead of us to get to Zumba, but I do it because I love it. Yes, and we are super organized this morning because where I'm going, it's near a Bunnings. So I forced myself to get out of bed 10 minutes earlier than what I normally would. So I would have 5 minutes to spend in Bunnings. And I did pick up a plant, so I'm a little bit super excited with myself. It's all about the garden right now. We went and taught Zumba, which was awesome. Then I went and did a little bit of markdown shopping, and I picked up some awesome things. Super happy. And then we've gone to bingo, and of course my mum gives me my lunch, so that's really good. But I did pick up a packet of the Twisties cinnamon donuts to try, and oh my gosh, yum. Hello. And then at bingo, all these books are here, the dead body books. I tell you, people at bingo, they're into murder mystery books, dead bodies, whatever it is. They make me laugh every time. And then after bingo, I take my mum food shopping. It's always a laugh. And today she sends me into Woolworths and says, wait for me, because she had to run across the road to go do something. So I'm just wandering around Woolworths with an empty trolley. Seriously. Then we had to go to Coles, which was fine because I needed to do a flyby spend. And I knew that I was only going to be buying a couple of things that were half price, but guess what? There was zero stock. So I walked out of Coles with no shop, and I'm going to have to go back another day because there's no point buying things that are not in my plan. Hey, we need to get this Women's Day. No, this is a magazine. We need to get this magazine. Oh, for God's sake. If it had Tom Cruise on it, we would get that one. No, nah. Oh, Elvis. My friend from Avon would like that. And then we are home with the shopping and to play with the puppies. And then on the way home, I went to Bunnings. Because I'm in the search for markdown plants, and again, I was rewarded. How pretty are these? I have a plan, I promise. But yeah, I'm super happy. And also, I just happened to pick this up because it was on sale for $99. And my mum had given me a little bit of money as a thank you for doing everything that I have done for the past couple of weeks with appointments and everything else. So she told me that I need to go get a whippersnipper so I can attack the backyard. So I said, yes, ma'am. And that is what I did. And then came home Thursday night. Didn't get home till 5:30. Whoops, thanks Bunnings. And I got dinner ready. I had pre-cooked this dinner on the weekend, so all I had to do was make the mash. Right, here is how you correctly open a Milo tin. First you need a proper spoon. Goes under the lid. And then you stick it in here. And then you twist this all around. Pull this out. You break your bit. And then if you need, you can bend those bits over. But that is complete. Hello, just trying to semi-fix my hair. Oh, I'm sure I looked that bad in Bunnings. So I've just gone to Bunnings because, oh my gosh, I needed to, and I realized that I was near a different Bunnings than where I normally go, and I was like, hey, here's a plan. Let's go there and have a look, because today Oh my gosh. I don't understand what. Oh, it's so hard to talk about because I am so worried that I will offend other people. However, I'm also sick and tired of smiling and nodding and letting everything be like, oh well, it doesn't matter, because it frustrates me. Things happen and it's always like, don't worry about it. I'm frustrated, like, seriously. And as much as you run around and try and fix said thing, you just made 20 other issues worse. So, moral of the story, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Sometimes on a Friday, classes run late. That's sort of okay. Look, it's not okay. See, I'm still going. It's okay. But it does impact me mentally because there's just so much going on, and it's not just me. And they tried to move us to a new place, and it still stuffed me around because there were other people that come from other places and they didn't know where we were. I spent more time running around trying to make sure everyone was okay rather than doing my class. So I am beyond frustrated. So I went to Bunnings to try and calm down, and I must admit I was rewarded. So I'll show you the haul that I got in a minute. I'll probably do a separate video because every time I go to Bunnings, I've been filming little things, and I'm sure that haul will be up before this one because I just needed a video that was like, come with me for a tour through Bunnings, because I need just like, and I'm not into meditation and stuff like that, but I am into just trying to not think about what's going on and just to move forward. And gardening right now is just giving me that chill out. There are a million other things that I do need to do in the house, but of course the garden is where it's at right now, because I'm just at that point that I feel like if I can smash out the garden, then it will be at kind of a level that's maintainable and not needing work, and then it will be done, kind of thing, and then I can move into other things. So that's where my hyper focus is right now. And while it may or may not make sense to many people, that's where we're at right now, because I am just so stressed out with some things, and I try and do the right thing by going up the chain, but when the chain breaks, I'm just left absolutely frustrated, and I don't know what to do. Anyway, we're going to move forward, and yeah, I'll see you when I see you. I sat in the car for like another 20 minutes just staring into space, wondering if I've done the right thing, talking to you guys. Thought about picking up the camera again, but I thought I'll just be rambling. So it's time to come inside and get some lunch. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon by now, and this is first coffee for the day. So yeah, and the weather is not looking good out there. It's meant to be raining this afternoon and also over the weekend. So I thought, let's get out and do a little bit of what we can, and we will wait till later to see where the weather's at and what is going on. And we're lucky that we did get out here while we could, because then by evening, it was about 4:30, I had literally just decided, oh, I think I'm done, and it started raining. So now that it is raining and also dark outside, it's time to move inside, and I'm deciding to cook up the cookies that we got from the frozen dough, because we've run out of cookies. So that's where it's really good to batch cook some things here. And my daughter's off to the side there, as you can see. I'm trying to steal some cookie dough. This doesn't have any eggs in it. It's the 100 cookie recipe. It's on the channel that I've made, so you can cook along with me if you want. And yeah, it's really easy. It takes a lot of butter though, that's probably the only thing. But it's a very fast cookie and fills lots of tummies, which is really good. Friday evening is here and we needed a quick and easy dinner because we have the live coming up. So I did clean part of the kitchen and then I got the dinner ready. So we've just got a burger bar that's easy for everyone to have. And then we got our live. Thank you everyone who did jump on. Oh my gosh, we had so many technical challenges. Oh, we got there in the end, but yeah, I really need to work on a way of fixing that for next time. Saturday is here and we went to Zumba, and also I was super busy picking up some things from the Buy Nothing group. I can't show you everything right now. It's a secret when I do part of my garden reveal. But on the way, I found a community garden that I did not know existed. And they said I was welcome to come in and have a look. And there are some super clever people and very cheeky people in this garden. And when I looked back at this footage, I had half forgotten that I recorded in here. And part of me was like, this looks just like part of my garden. I can so see it. Absolutely. I loved everything. I got so many ideas. It was amazing. I talked to some people in there. It was awesome. I got given some strawberry runners, so I'm going to plant those. And also one of the ladies that I picked up the plants from, she said I could take some oranges. She's got an orange tree, so I chatted to her about her orange tree as well. Because we have an orange tree, but I don't look after it, so the fruit is not very good. By the time I get home Saturday afternoon, it's 2:00 in the afternoon and oh my gosh, I am hungry. I've been so busy. I also did a shop at Coles because I wanted to check out to see if they had the half price thing so I could do the flyby spend. So then that was totally worth it. And so I picked up those things and then I came home and I did a cooked late lunch. It's not even brunch. It's well past lunch. I thought I better clean the kitchen. It's an absolute nightmare. What's new? Welcome to my life. And just to try and keep things organised and in control. I'm clearly delusional. That's okay. That's okay. And then that way I feel good about being out in the garden for like another 2 hours. And we were out here till it was dark and we got dinner ready, and I seem to not have recorded that. Sunday is here and guess where we're going? Oh, if you guessed the garden, how smart are you? While the weather is fine, because apparently it was meant to be raining all weekend, I've decided to get out here while I can, because if they said that it was going to rain all weekend and it didn't, I am no longer kind of trusting the weather. And I figured also I'm kind of running out of steam with some things because physically I'm getting really tired and really sore. So if I just come out here for short periods of time, I can do a little bit and then go and rest, and do a little bit and go and rest, which is exactly what's happened today. So I was outside for about half an hour with the whippersnipper, as you would have saw. That was good fun. And then I decided to come inside and do some baking, and then I head out to the garden a little bit later, and then I come back inside, and then I go back out, and then I come back inside. So I keep changing clothes as well, which, yeah. That's my life, and that's kind of how my day went. It's dinner time and it's pizzas, and while I know it's probably cheating, it means I'm also doing a bit of a use it up with all the bits and pieces that we have, so, and I get to film it, so 2 birds, 1 stone, and do some meal prep stuff as well. So that was the end of my week. Thank you so much for joining with me. I so appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.